It's the 6th of November 2025, and I was thinking about this just yesterday. Years ago, my dad, we would frequent Barranjock Dam in the 80s and the mid-80s, but my dad was still going there in the early 90s, but I wouldn't necessarily always go. Anyway, one particular, around about 1994, and Dad had organised a trip down to Barranjock Dam. I'll turn this off. Dad organised a trip down to Barranjock Dam via the fishing club. As it turns out, he did all the organising. The other guy said, "Yep, we'll come along," but they didn't want to put any effort in. They just brought their beer. So they went down to Barranjock Dam, rented a cabin for 2-3 days, and Dad drank a lot, but they got plastered, which is beside the point. They went down there, but it was the day that they were leaving. The day they were leaving, see, Dad returned home that evening. Mum went out to greet him. He was in a rotten mood, and she said, "Oh, what's up?" And he said, "I'll tell you later. Tell you in a minute." And the other guys in the car, I remember it was his car, left the car. I don't know how it happened now, but when they left, they didn't give him the best, they say, "Oh, see you later, mate." They didn't really do any of that. They just sort of made a few comments, and Dad came inside like a bulldog, and he eventually told us what happened. This is what took place. The morning that they were checking out from the cabin, Dad started to clean. And when I'm in the morning of checkout in a hotel with my partner, we always clean. We just clean it up. We don't want the maids have to do too much. Room attendants have a big job, enough job as it is. So we do it. My partner, she tidies up more than I do. We do a basic clean. And Dad started to. I was not present on this trip. I stayed at home in Sydney. Dad went down with a couple of the people that two people he knew. The rest he didn't know. About 6 of them all up, I think, maybe 5. And the morning that they were leaving, Dad started tidying up, and he said, "Yeah, let's get this." He said, "Let's get this cabin tidied." And I went, "Oh, what do you mean?" He said, "Oh, we're just going to make it look all nice." I said, "Ah, fuck that. That's the maid's job. They can do that." He said, "Oh, no." He said, "I know the people here." He said, "Make it nice." I said, "Oh, fuck that. That's their job." And he said, "No, I have a reputation." He said, "We don't give a fuck." And they said, "Leave that alone. That's the cleaner gets here. She cleans up all our crap." And he went, oh no. Dad said he proceeded to sweep and clean, tidy the kitchen, tidy the bathroom, while they all thought it was hysterical and were half mocking him, while they sat on a lounge outside with beers, drinking, laughing, and watching him clean up. He said, "You gonna help me out?" They said, "Oh, fuck no." They said, "Piss off." And they said, "Give me a break." He said, "We paid money for this cabin. We paid money for it. They cleaned it up." And do you think, etiquette-wise, that was right of them to do so? I'll give you the answer now. No, they should have done a basic clean. But we'd been going down there on and off for years, and we always left the cabin or caravan tidy. And they were like, "Nah, fuck off, it's their job. They'll clean up our mess." And they should have tidied up the cabin. Basic tidy. Go over it with the broom, Just make sure the garbage is in the garbage bags. Make sure you left nothing behind. Make sure the bathroom is okay. Just a basic clean. They didn't even want to do that. They were like, fuck off. We've paid money for this. That's their fucking job. They can clean up my mess. Yeah. And they drank beer while he cleaned, which put him in a bad mood. And said he couldn't help it. They said, fuck off. And he said there was also problems because a couple of the guys didn't pay him properly, and when he got back, by the way, it's like 3.5. Oh no, wait, it's 3.5 hours to get to Goulburn, another hour to Yass, and then another 45 minutes into the dam. So that's a lot of driving for the day. And got back to Sydney very upset and angry, and he said never going away with him again, not going away again. He didn't go on another fishing trip after that. He said, I'm done with it, I'm through with it. He said, I said, did you clean the cabin? Yeah, I cleaned the cabin by myself. Cleaned it by myself. And while they all drank beer and I had a giggle. And he said, never going anywhere with them ever again. And he didn't go down to the dam again either. He said, not going down there ever again. No, not going with them ever again. And a couple of them, because you don't want to have 5 people cleaning at once, so just say a couple have said, yeah, look, I'll do it, I'll help you out, I'll do it. It takes 5 minutes. Now I know people, I've heard people speak in the past, we trashed the hotel room, we trashed it. I've never trashed a hotel room in my life. And with my partner, she is fastidious about it. She's like, oh, they'll think less of me if I don't leave this. I like to give a basic clean. Basic. My partner's fastidious. She's like, oh, no, it has to be left at top level. Oh, she said, I want the room attendants to walk in and have to do almost nothing. I don't have to do anything. And so, and I've heard of people saying, yeah, fuck the hotel room up, fuck that, we made a mess, didn't we? It's like, so, do you think you should clean up after yourself in a hotel room? Yes, you should. You should. You should leave it really nice. You should avoid using anything. Don't use the mini bars, they're too expensive. You should even avoid, because I like the way that the beds in hotel rooms are tucked in, so I avoid untucking them. I avoid using anything except the bathroom, the shower. I avoid, actually, because they look so nice, I want to avoid. I try to get takeaway food when I'm in a hotel room. I'll get takeaway because I don't usually cook in a hotel room. And the hotel rooms that I've usually gotten, well, don't have a stove. Should you clean a hotel room on your way out? Where I do get cranky is with Airbnbs, because Airbnbs sometimes they charge an outrageous fee. They charge $8 as a cleaning fee, and it's like, fuck you. And I get so angry about that. And they say, they charge $8 cleaning fee, and then they say, if you don't leave this hotel room very clean, we'll fine you. And it's like, fuck you. But I do the basic clean. We stay away from Airbnb these days. We go through booking.com, but should you clean on your way out? Yes, you should. Okay.